How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Alexis Lopez. This is Alexis Lopez TCG. Today we're going to be looking, as you guys can see, at the Disney 100 Lorcana Collection. This is the Walt Disney Animation Studios Collector's Edition. We're lucky to be able to pick one up at MSRP, which has been very difficult for a lot of people. But, you know, they had them at the Pin Traders Disney in California. They had them at the Disney Springs in Florida. So those were like the best places to get them and pick them up at MSRP. A lot of people have been selling them for like very high prices, so I definitely want to suggest going that way. By the time this video is out, at least in December 1st, you'll be able to see the retailers. Best Buy's already posted up the location they'll have it at. Target kind of has some pre-orders and stuff like that, but there should be a decent amount available, hopefully, in retailers. So hope that, you know, we're able to pick it up at MSRP and people want to pick one up. But for now, let's go ahead and check this out. We're going to open it up to look at the actual cards themselves, and it comes with 4 packs, so we're going to see what kind of luck we get. And again, if you guys like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really helps with the channel. Comment down below what you think of the cards, how lucky you've been getting with the Chapter 2 Lorcana cards. And as always, you know, go ahead and share it with your friends so you can watch the video and see what this looks like inside the box. All right, let's jump in. So right off the bat, one of the things that's pretty funny is that within the whole actual case, there is nothing else inside. Everything else is in this little flap here, and that's where, like, it's just the packs and the things come in. So it's just a lot of empty space within the rest of it. So just I guess be cognizant of that. The box is there for the purposes of just for the bundle collection, but everything else came, like, as you can tell, just pretty wrapped up inside. So it's the 4 packs and everything else that we have here for the actual illustration cards. But let's go ahead and look at them. The good thing is that it's a paper wrapping, so it's not too difficult to open up. You can check them out. We're gonna go one by one cards, and then afterwards we're gonna sleeve them after we're done. So here's the Mickey Mouse, friendly face, glad you're here. Whenever this character quests, you pay 3 ink less for the next character you play this turn. I like the foil. That they do come with the illustration signature as well. Pretty much an alternate art for the actual card that's playable itself. So pretty nice there. We have the Elsa, gloves off, 4 ink, 3 and 4. Challenger +3, while challenging this character gets +3's power. As you can see, the signature there in the top right. Okay, I gotta admit, I did not know like how well these cards would look, but they really do look pretty amazing. Genie, powers unleashed. The lighting is a little bit difficult there, but you see the signature here. I'm so glad I picked these up. They're honestly like fantastic looking cards, and we haven't even gone through all of them yet. Stitch, I really like the fact that they also have the signatures on them. It really makes them stand out. Magnificent. This is like a really good kind of foil, especially with the signatures and stuff. It really makes them stand out. This is Maui, Demigod. The illustration on it is pretty fantastic. And again, the fact that the signature on it really makes them stand out. And now let's go ahead and jump in and see what luck we get with the actual packs. I'll go ahead and show the cards off again at the end, so you guys can see them. But the actual packaging, once you open up the box, is pretty lackluster. There's really nothing else inside. No packaging for like you know, like, hey, this is like the book for all the cards available. There's no other sleeves or anything like that. It is a $50 box at MSRP, so if you guys can find it at that price, it would be best to get it. But there's nothing really much else in there, like I said, other than these just packs. But oh, Gloves Off, which is the card that we saw the alternate for, so it is a common. We have Tigger, one of a kind. Energetic, whenever you play an action, this character. Actually, let's go ahead. Yeah, we already read the other one. So, Tigger, one of a kind. It's a 3 ink, inkable, 3/3. Whenever you play an action, this character gets +2 strength this turn. I keep saying power, but it's strength. And of course, you possibly gain 1 lore. Hypnotize. Hey, this is a new one for me. Each opponent chooses and discards a card, and you get to draw a card. Its ink cost is 3, and it is inkable. So this looks like it's going to be a playable card. I know one of my friends, again, the coworker I really play with, is going to enjoy this. It's not only is it green, but it's also a discard and draw. It's going to be good for his draw ramp. Rabbit Reluctant Host, 5 ink. It's inkable, 4/6, and it's possible 2 lore. Piglet. Hey, we're seeing more Winnie the Pooh things that you're sending out. It's 3 ink cost, inkable, 2/4, 2 lore. Let the Storm Rage On. This is an action song. It's cost 3. It has deal 2 damage to chosen character and you draw a card. So it's going to be, it's kind of like you spending up the smash, but now it's going to be adding the actual draw card mechanic on top of that. And it is a song, so you can obviously play it with the character. Cogsworth, 2 ink cost, inkable, 2/3. Your characters with reckless gain exert, gain 1 lore. Can gain 1 lore with this as well. Gaston, Singer 5, 3 ink cost, inkable, 3/3, Singer 5, of course, and possible 1 lore. Hey, Pinocchio on the Run. A lot of people have been talking about this one in the Amethyst decks. It's 5 ink cost. It's a 3/3. It is not inkable, but it does have a shift 3. And it does have listen to your conscience. So when you play this character, you may return chosen character or item with cost 3 or less to their player's hands. And it's possible 2 lore. So this continues to add to the bounce mechanics that you see with the Madam Mim and other cards in the Amethyst decks for Chapter 2. So continues with that. Get our first rare here. We get Hercules, Divine Hero. 6 ink cost, inkable. It's a 6/3, shift 4. It has resist +2 already, so it can survive a bit. And it has possible 2 lore. So it can do some damage, and resist 2 is not bad for this card. There. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. It's a 3 ink cost. Return chosen character of yours to your hand to play another character with the same cost or less for free. So you can probably put something out there that doesn't look as dangerous, and then the next turn you play this action or song, and you flip it with that other one, and the one that you have can now quest. It can now attack, so it doesn't have the actual like the summoning sickness of coming into the field, right? It should be able to be used instead. At least that's what I would assume. I'm not sure. I would have to look at the rules whether the new card that comes in is going to be having the summoning effect or the summoning sickness from the wet ink to the dry ink. So we'll see how that works out. Then we have a Jasmine Foil Common, 1 ink cost, inkable, 1 and a 2. When you play this character, remove up to 1 damage from chosen character of yours and possible 1 lore. And this is what it looks like for the new Minnie Mouse here. The back part, it's kind of like the same thing that we had with the last set with Mickey. Now it's Minnie this turn. We haven't been able to collect enough yet to finish that, so hopefully we can get, I believe we're missing the bottom left piece, so if we can get that, that'd be pretty cool. Here we look at Merlin. It's a 2 ink cost, inkable, 2 and a 1. This is part of the starter deck as well. So when you play this character and when he leaves play, look at the top card of your deck, put it either on the top or the bottom of your deck, and it has 1 lore. Boone, Precocious Entrepreneur, 2 ink cost, 2/3, 1 lore, pretty vanilla card. Arthur, Trained Swordsman, 4 ink cost, inkable, 4/3, 2 lore. Now this one is actually playable in green. There is a purple Arthur that a lot of people have been enjoying. It's the one that when things leave the field, you can gain 2 lore on top of that. So it's a pretty powerful one. That one itself is another vanilla one, much like this owl, which is 1 ink cost, inkable, 2/2 with 1 lore. Easy, but also part of the starter deck for Amber, which is 2 ink cost, inkable, 1/4. Whenever you play this character or another 7 dwarfs character, you may give chosen character -1 strength this turn, 1 lore. Last Cannon, 1 ink cost, inkable. For 1 ink and you banish this item, chosen character gains challenger +3 this turn. Queen of Hearts, it's 2 ink cost, inkable, 2/2 rush. This character can challenge the turn they're played and 1 lore. So it's actually pretty low for a rush power strength, but hey, it doesn't cost the same amount as Rafiki and it is inkable, so you could use it. Rafiki is a 3 ink cost, not inkable card, but it is a 3/3, and it's pretty primarily one of the rush cards in Amethyst. So this being in Ruby is one that I'm trying to see how well people are going to use it. The Prince was also in the starter deck. 3 ink cost, inkable, 1/3. Bodyguard, resist +1, and 2 lore. Pain, this is one we haven't seen yet. This is 2 ink cost, inkable, 1/4. Coming your most lugubrioses? I don't know how to say that. Sorry. While this character has 5 strength or more, he gets +2 lore. Okay. So this is one that you definitely want to get the strength up, just for the fact that it can get 2 lore. It looks pretty inconspicuous when you bring it on the field, but give it that strength. You survive a little bit, it gets +2 lore. That's a 3 lore character there. Maurice's Workshop, it's in first rare. 3 uninkable. Whenever you play another item, you may pay 1 ink to draw a card. So again, blue still continues the trend of the item deck, so this looks like it continues into chapter 2. Hey, Yzma, it's a super rare, 6 ink cost, inkable, 4/4, shift 4, Cruel Irony. When you play this character, shuffle another chosen character into their player's deck. That player draws 2 cards with 2 lore. So you can do that to yourself, and again, that also constitutes the leaving play effects on some of the cards. But of course, if you want something to get rid of something big on the opponent's cards with not really have anything to banish them with, this also works because you can choose that character. But whoever owns that character gets to draw 2 more cards. Hey, foil rare, let's go. Merlin, 4 ink cost. It's inkable, 1/5, battle wits. Whenever one of your other characters is returned to your hand from play, this character gets +1 lore this turn. Again, continuing the trend of seeing the effects of, like, as things leave, this is how it happens. But this is our first foil rare or higher card, so for this set, so it's pretty good to see our first also 3 rare or higher set in the pack. So we got the rare, the super rare, and now the regular rare, but 12 this time. My kid's gonna want to open some packs, so he's gonna open up the next pack and he's gonna hand the cards over to us as we look at it. The first card is a Jiminy Cricket. It's a 2 ink cost, inkable, 1/2, and it has evasive. That's still small voice. When you play this character, if you have a character named Pinocchio in play, you may draw a card. 1 lore. The new Mulan, it's a 4 ink cost, not inkable, but it's a 4/3. It has rush and 1 lore. The next one is Donald Duck, 3 ink cost, inkable, 0/5. Whenever you play an action, this character gets +2 strength this turn, 1 lore. Basil, it's a 4 ink cost, inkable, 3/4 with 2 lore. Hold Still, 2 ink cost, inkable, remove up to 4 damage from chosen character. This is an action. Nice. Beast, Forbidden Recluse, 4 ink cost, inkable, 3/4. You're not welcome here. When you play this character, you may deal 1 damage to chosen character, 1 lore. Of course, the characters that have the resist 1 will survive it, but other than that, pretty good card. Ooh, You Can Fly. It's a Ruby action song, 2 ink cost, inkable. Chosen character gains evasive until start of your next turn. Pretty good, especially if you don't have an all evasive deck. Having this to kind of add evasive to cards would make it easy to get rid of other stuff, or obviously to survive a little bit, because it does have evasive until the start of your next turn. So it is kind of continuing the trends of also seeing cards that have effects that last through your opponent's turn, and then when they finally come back to you. Hey, Wreck-It Ralph, we have 2 ink costs, not inkable, pick a fight. Chosen character can challenge ready character this turn. Very, very cool card, and it's only 2 costs for steal. That's going to be really good. I'm pretty sure it'll see some play, for sure. Daisy Duck, 4 ink cost, inkable, 2/3. Whenever this character quests, each opponent chooses and discards a card. Ooh, lore. So if you can get this one ready and constantly questing in any way possible, you keep having your opponent discard cards. Not only are you gaining lore during the quest, you're making sure that their hand is smaller in size each turn. This is gonna be some. This is gonna see some play for sure. I believe so. All right, so it's a first rare card for ink cost, not inkable. It's an action. Falling down the rabbit hole. Each player chooses one of their characters and puts them into the inkwell face down and exerted. I think it's maybe a little bit too high cost, especially for what it does. But if you don't have anything to play, but your opponent does, they have to exert that card. So it is another form of banish at the same time. But of course, you're adding it to their inkwell. Nice. Our next rare is a 3 cost. Honest John, not that honest. It's a 2/3. Easy Street. Whenever you play a Floodborn character, each opponent loses 1 lore. And of course for 1 lore. So if you keep playing Floodborn characters in the deck with this card, you have a way to make sure your opponent keeps losing lore each time you bring a character in, which is pretty cool. Oh, nice. All right, the last one is a foil last cannon, which we've already seen in regular, so this is pretty good. As you can see, it's foil here. And then we did actually get the last piece for the mini, so I'll show you guys that finished piece once we're done here. All right, last pack. Let's see how well luck is. All right, so the first card in the new pack, it's a Croquet Mallet. It's a 1 ink cost, not inkable. It's an item. Hurling Hedgehog. Banisher's item. Chosen character gets rushed this turn. Okay. The next one is Fidget. 3 ink cost, inkable, 3/2, evasive, and 1 lore. The next one is a Flint Rider. It's a 1 ink cost, inkable, 1/3, and 1 lore. Jasmine, 1 ink cost, inkable, 1/2. When you play this character, remove to 1 damage from chosen character yours, 1 lore. We're going through a lot of the comments and comments, reading them, because it also helps me really learn what the new cards do, because I haven't seen a lot of them yet. So right now we have Happy. This is 5 ink cost, inkable, 3/5. Support. Whenever this character quests, you may add their strength to another character's strength this turn to lore. Hey, Hercules, we've seen this one as well. 2 ink cost, inkable, 2/3, 1 lore. Vanilla card as well. Fairy Godmother, 5 ink cost, inkable, 3/7, 2 lore. All right, so Zero to Hero, 2 ink cost, not inkable. It's an action song. It does say count the number of characters you have in play. You pay that amount of ink less for the next character you play this turn. So if you have a lot of characters in play, even small ones, just to quickly put them out, you can pretty much play a big character for a lot less ink, or even free up to that point. So it's a pretty good card. It's only 2 ink cost. I think this would be one that's a lot of people are going to be running for sure. The next card is Nick Wild, 4 ink cost, inkable, 2/4. When you play this character, you may return an item card named Popsicle from your discard to your hand, 2 lore. This, of course, is available in the starter deck. Oh, our first rare, 3 ink cost, Gruesome and Grim. It's an action song. Play a character would cost 4 or less for free. They gain rush at the end of your turn, banish item. So again, this is a song, which is good. You can use a character to sing it in. You go ahead and play it. You play a character that's cost 4 or less for free, and it has rush. So, but the thing is that at the end of the turn, you have to banish that character. So you really have to choose what you want to bring in and use right away, because if you don't use it, you're pretty much gonna lose it. And our last rare for the pack, it's our first legendary for chapter 2. Good job, buddy. Hey, very, very nice. It's a six ink cost inkable beast 4/5. Whenever an opposing character is damaged, you may ready this character and it's 2 lore. So talk about bringing in the beast that pings for 1, make sure it gives damage out. You can ready this card and you can keep questing with it. And of course, it's a 4/5, so it does survive a bit. Very, very cool for our first legendary of chapter 2. And looking at the last card in the pack, it's a foil Flynn Rider, 1 ink cost, inkable 1/3 with 1 lore. So not only did we get our first legendary in our packs here for Lorcana for chapter 2, we also got to take a look at the amazing art cards here. We're going to go through them again pretty quickly. We have the Maui, the Maleficent Uninvited. We have the Stitch Abomination, the Genie Powers Unleashed. Again, the signatures stand out pretty well. Elsa Gloves Off, Signature Cured, fantastic. Last but not least, again, Mickey Mouse Friendly Face. Amazing, amazing cards. I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. The packaging was, again, a little lackluster for what was inside, but nonetheless, fantastic looking cards. And again, I implore you, try to get it at MSRP. I know people have been reselling it for like $150, almost $200, which is pretty insane for the cost of this. So again, check Disney Parks when available. Retailers will have them December 1st. It does come with 4 packs again, so you do get some other cards that you can play with as well. As you can tell with these at the bottom, they do say what chapter they're from, so you can see what card they're replacing in case you want to play with them. I mean, definitely sleeve them up, put them in your top loaders, or if you want to just sleeve them up for regular play, maybe double sleeve them so you can use them if you'd like to do that yourself. They are fantastic looking cards, and honestly, overall, I think for the price of MSRP, it's a great pickup. $5.99 for the regular pack, so you're paying like maybe $25 at the most for the packs, and then the other $25 are technically for the alt art cards. Now, these are specifically alt art, so you don't have to get them if you don't want to, but again, just wanted to show you guys what was available in that box so you guys can decide for yourself if you want to look for it or not. And again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys thought of the cards. We are going to go ahead and show you right now the finalized mini form. So hit that bell notification as well though for the next videos and the next unboxings that we do and the pack openings that we do. It's been a lot of Lorcana, it's been a lot of Magic the Gathering, so looking forward to more. So as we so as we exit out this video, let me go ahead and show you guys that finished mini. Oh, we got them on the 4 packs? Funny enough, one thing I didn't even notice that Mike was pointing out to me actually was that we got all 4 pieces in the 4 packs. So that is also pretty lucky when it comes to these art pieces. So again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope you guys have a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever it is that you are. And as always, take care. I'll see you guys next time.